Marshall said that our emotions, like anger and guilt, are kind of natural feelings generated by unnatural thinking. Tu vois, il dit que les émotions comme la colère ou ça, voilà, on les ressent. En tout cas, we put that name, we label them that way. Mais elles sont entretenues, elles sont générées par une manière de penser qui n'est pas naturelle. And he says that we play God. Under this expectation, we have lots of beliefs. We have all this conditioning that comes from really our cultural learning. But how the world should be, how others should be, how we should be or should not be. You told me someone misunderstanding me or misinterpreting me. Okay? Can you tell us the cause of your anger?
The difference between my picture of what I wanted to happen, that somebody is concerned about me, and what she did, which was very different from that picture.
What were you telling yourself?
Telling myself I need her help.
Okay, and
I want concern for me.
Yes.
And she's again, you know,
okay.
She's not showing again any concern or
any compassion
or ability to deal with emotion.
Okay, she's really cut off. If she was a human being,
that's it.
Okay, if she was a human being, she should demonstrate a minimum of compassion. She should have come and said, well, how are you?
Exactly.
Can I help you?
Okay. Like that.
The fruits of my anger are the facts. So we do the best we can to be objective, the best we know how, to describe the fact. Second question, what is the cause of my anger? It is what I'm telling myself, okay? And demonstrate the minimum of compassion, especially in Oroville.
Yeah.
So you see the cause is all my judgment. And you see it's not only judgment, all these labels. Judgments, expectations, and you remember that very often the cause of the expectation is because we have certain labels, like human beings, like Oroville, you know, labels with all this should. Okay, she's in Oroville, she's a good friend, she's a doctor, okay, she's a human being.
Person for whom we were looking for the solution, leave the room.
Okay, and then what was your jackal inside telling you?
He should stay, he should express interest, he should express gratitude to us.
Oh, and we have all these expectations, should or should not. C'est la même chose pour la colère contre les autres. That the cause of my anger is really within myself.
So, because that goes very fast.
It goes very fast.
Very fast. So instead of permission to my brain to talk, it's just stop, say anything,
feel.
And feel.
Marshall tells us, when you are angry, if possible, shut up. Okay, and feel. That's why I was telling you, oh, just excuse me, I have someone to add, you know, or you pretend like you have to go to the toilet or something. If possible. If not, you do it a posteriori. Okay?
Then do you express yourself to the other person?
Yeah, you go too fast. Okay, in India we slow down. We are just on step 2. So, first question, the stimulus. Second, cause. I wanting to hear other.
Belief.
The fear of
losing control.
Okay, so how can we translate that?
The need of truth, of choice, of freedom.
Okay, so the suggestion of Aisha is unmet needs. Okay, Aisha, can you give me your example with the stimulus, the cause, and then with Aisha we'll move to the unmet needs.
The stimulus was, my mother said, have you paid your phone bills? Tomorrow is the last day. And my judgment and thoughts which came up in my mind was, I can take care of myself and I'm responsible enough. Don't try to burst into my space.
And how does that make you feel in your body when you are just in contact with, when you are telling yourself, she's verging into my space?
My heartbeats I have increased heartbeats.
Yeah.
And a discomfort around the body.
Yeah. Which needs are not being met?
It's a sense of autonomy and it's respect.
What am I needing in the present moment?
Understanding.
I have a need for understanding and respect. Talk to yourself.
Are you willing to take a moment before responding when you feel triggered? I would like myself to take a moment, just take a deep breath, connect with the bodily sensations,
Okay.
and respond.
So it's very important that the request be very just doable and limited in time. If not, it becomes another expectation that I should always take time to connect. I should not burst into anger. No. Marshall said that quiet people are really much more dangerous than angry ones who just shout.
Why? When you explode, this is destructive.
It can be destructive, but much more. There is much more violence, allowed. He said by nice people who don't say anything. And if not, it's very destructive inside. I saw really lots of health problems, including with myself, not saying things and suppressing. When someone really just express and shout, at least you have something to connect with. Who wants to be the mom? Farah is your mom, and now you express yourself fully.
Mom, when I heard you say whether I paid my bills or not, and since tomorrow is the last day, I was feeling uncomfortable, angry. I needed, autonomy, my space too. If you have anything, any such things coming up in your mind, you can keep a reminder on my study. As a reminder, instead of saying that to me directly. I understand what you mean.
Does it open the connection, or how are you feeling, Farah, right now?
Well, I'm feeling, my heart is beating very fast.
Okay.
And I'm feeling a lot of judgment or fear that I might have done something wrong. Like that.
At which step did you started feeling some discomfort, Farah?
Okay. When you talked about your need.
Okay, that's very important. Thank you. Was she talking about the present or a mixture with the past? The past. The past. A little. Okay?
It was not coming from inside.
There is one step here really missing before opening the mouth. Before expressing my anger, first I do all this process, self-empathy with body sensation. What is my intention? So what is your intention in talking to Ma'am Farah?
I have expectation that she doesn't trigger me anymore.
Okay, sometimes we would like the other person not to trigger us again. Marshall, who has a lot of humor, says, it's really a joke, huh? He said in that case, kill the other person. Because he's very provocative. Oh, I really would like Ma'am to stop verging into my space. When I say that I have a need for respect, I did not react. I prefer Aisha to discover it by herself. It's because I'm interpreting that the other person is not respecting me. So when I say I have a need for respect, in the back is she's not respecting my space.
Right.
So that's why Ma'am felt a kind of guilt. Yeah, no one has the power to make me feel not respected. Because when I think I'm not respected, I'm giving the power to the other person.
When you have these things like, I don't feel respected, it's not really a feeling.
No.
Yeah, it's a thought.
There's a judgment behind that, no?
It's very different between self-empathy, we've been doing, I have a deep need for respect of my space. It's different if I say respect of my space, or consideration really of my work. Then I have a need for respect, the other person immediately feels guilty, I did something wrong. But in self-empathy, I'm talking to myself, wow, I really have this need you know, for my space, really, for respect of my space, of my autonomy. And with giraffe ears, I'm responsible, I'm really protecting, and no one can have a lack of respect towards me.
Yes.
I cannot feel disrespected without my consent.
I like that. Thank you. Yes. It's the difference between what I'm identifying, acknowledging as needs in self-empathy, and then what am I going to express to the other person, which is going to be life-serving.
My intention is to connect, and my intention is to create a communication which is enriching for me as well as for you. When I heard you saying whether I paid my bills the other day, I was really angry for a while, and I stayed with those feelings, and when I was looking into it, I found that I would really like to have a bridge with you. Can you leave a message on my study when you have something to remind me? Would you be willing to do that? Rather than asking me when I'm busy.
So to be honest with you, I don't mind giving you a paper, but I don't see how this means your mutual connection with me.
If we make a request, what is very important is to accept it. So, if you make a request, if you have a need for connection, whatever answer you get, you need to hear. Aisha, she was talking about a need for connection. And she made a request, would you be willing to leave a note in the book? So Farah, really, it doesn't click, it doesn't match.
No, it doesn't match.
Okay, that's very funny, and often we do that. Okay, ma'am. Okay, maybe I was not clear. So now you come back to yourself and you see that you are mixing two things. So if you have a need for connection, try another request that would be more congruent, consistent with the need. What would you like to hear from Farah in the present moment, at that stage? I'd like to know, ma'am, just right now, how
you're feeling after hearing this.
And if you ask a question, please be ready to...
Yeah. I'm feeling a bit worried. I can sense you're trying to get close to me, and I'm a little bit worried because I don't know what you want me to do. I think there's a lot going on inside you, and I can sense that you want to reach out with me. Afraid, maybe, to be honest.
She got an answer, and the ma'am was feeling worried and a little confused and also touched. First, you could just give her a feedback, just some empathy. Okay? And then make another request.
I'm hearing that you're feeling worried. Maybe need clarity about what my requests exactly are.
You want me to put notes, reminders? I'm guessing this would make your life easier or something like that.
Let's end with a concrete request.
So what would make find life wonderful is if you can put, would you be willing to put?
That would be a huge trigger for me as well. I'm very, very sleepy.
Yes. Okay.
Come here. Don't stop me.
Do it. It's important to tell very humbly. For me, it's a question of humility to tell the other, whether it's a colleague, a friend, a parent, to say, you know, I'm very sensitive about, at that stage in my life, I'm very sensitive about really autonomy.
Yes. Would you be willing to let me look after my own things? I would like to be more responsible for my own life.
Put me a reminder about that.
On me too.
How does that feel now? Okay, thank you, Milo. Okay, let's now have a... Who started to judge? Oh, not Krishna, look how wise he is. We see a difference between Europeans and Indians. Ayesha, you have judgment?
I have.
Thank you, Amrita. Okay, let's have fun with